Good morning, Ballarat. Apologies for the delay with the commentation. We are back, just getting everything set up now. We have an early goal to black in this grand final.
Really nice drive by Queensland, trying to bring it around into the goal tray. And it looks like it may have gone in. We've got a stoppage, so we'll wait to see what the refs are saying. By the sound of the crowd, that might be a goal to Queensland. We are now locked up at 1-1 after that early goal from WA. Looks like we've got a timeout before game can start. I can see the coach from WA having a chat with their team, maybe regrouping after that quick goal or response by Queensland. Soon to recommence on this strike. And we'll see who's got a reply now, locked up at 1-1 between these under-19 open teams. So we've got Queensland v WA. This has been a multi-year competition between these two in the grand finals. So there's a lot of skin in the game between these two. Looks like WA is initially pushing up and trying to drive into the tray. We're lost over the far side. Bear with us. Oh, we've turned it around. It looks like we've got a ref call. Queensland down early to take their free. Looking to transfer it across the pool. Massive flick. Well done. Driving up. Oh, that's a nice shot of the team driving. Oh, it's coming through. And there's a hot drive by, is that Sam? Followed up by Christoph, but we've had it pulled up by the ref, so we'll see where they're going to set it back. Some very aggressive driving by Queensland, putting WA backs under pressure there. Looks like the free will be for Queensland. Sorry, WA. WA looking to flick that out, but knocked down by the Queensland player. Pulled up straight away, so maybe against Queensland, maybe that was an illegal knockdown or stop of the play. So set up for WA. Let's see how they take advantage of their free puck. And driving straight up and then throwing wide. Looks like we've got a bit of a tussle on the ward. And then bringing it off the wall. Nice swerve up the wall there by WA. We're just in a black spot of filming. Looks like we've got a call by the refs. I'm seeing up. It's just out of our vision. But looks like Queensland are being pushed back to defend. Here we go. So a WA free. Very close to the Queensland tray. A lot is numbered down to direct that over to the left-hand side. So cleared and switched by Queensland. Looks like we've got another free though, so maybe a foul by Queensland in the attempt to get that wide and defend. So we'll see WA have another attempt. Quite pressed now, Queensland on their defence. WA setting up to take advantage of that free puck. Queensland down early. And it looks like Queensland have successfully cleared wide, but have come straight back up, so potentially another foul. It appears like this will be against Queensland again, another foul. Driven wide, but pulled up again. So we'll see what this fouling is. There's a Finn that was attempting to do a runaway then. Looks like the refs are pushing it back, so I wonder if that is against Queensland again. Got a lot of high energy players with a lot of nerves, which might be leading to a few fouls of just wanting to clear that puck and go. Looks like we've got a coach timeout. We're setting up to restart play. All right, Queensland WA down early. Yes, Flora, it is Kate. Kate and Jack leading the commentary for this game. Glad you could recognise my voice. We miss you. Oh, and a breakaway by Queensland driving up the force, but turned around by WA, but then hit by Queensland. The speed is on. Jackie's struggling to catch them with the camera. WA holding up really well, but I wonder if we've had a foul pulled. Looks like refs are setting up for a WA advantage. Out of trouble, WA again. Queensland might need to watch their fouling. They were some great drives. Finn going to attack that puck. WA making it through the pack and driving down the wall on the left-hand side. Looking to cycle it back in, though, for that centre drive. But hit down by Queensland, who are driving up the middle. But numbers have lost, but that's because there's been a call. Very heavy ref game today. Really struggling. We're having so many stoppages that we're not getting a lot of flow in the game here. It can make it very difficult for these teams that like to play open hockey. So they may be becoming a bit frustrated. WA taking that nice and quick, driving. Really powerful swim by that female WA player. Bit of a melee in the middle. I can see Queensland starting to engage from the backs. And we're trying to drive up the middle a lot, feeding back to see if we can find that support, but WA putting the pressure on. Locked up on the wall now. Queensland just getting tangled under themselves, but coming up there for another ref's call. A lot of stoppages in this game, making it really difficult to get some groove on in our teams. WA taking it nice and early again, all their forwards down, but flipping it wide, trying to bring it into the middle and attack the right-hand side. Looks like a full switch by WA. Just in the pocket of where we can't quite see it, but it looks like it's being held up on the wall over there. Right, we've got a bit of a melee in the front of the Queensland, but they defend it. Nicely working and starting to drive up the wall. Oh, a big drive up the wall by Queensland out of defence. Can they get the support around it will be interesting. WA are doing a really great job of holding it up. And now a drive or a break to the tray. Let's note that it's 1-1 still, so this is a lockdown grand final. And another breakthrough by Queensland, trying their best to pop that in. Will they? Ooh, but well cleared by WA without a right wing for Queensland to just really shut that down. That's going to be a painful drive that Queensland now have to back up and absorb. Very well defended by WA, who are now pushing up the left-hand side and trying to make some ground up that wall. Really good support from WA on the bottom of the pool. WA defence doing really good to recycle that back, steal it off the Queensland forwards that are driving and losing it to the backs that are recycling it back off them. I think it's a really nice tight game for these two, knowing that I think Queensland, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, have been undefeated, but we know finals are anyone's game and nothing like a little bit of rivalry to lock it down on one-on-one now. And we've got a free call by the refs. It appears like it'll be against Queensland setting up to defend their tray. Quite a few frees down here lately. Queensland maybe getting a bit flustered in their defence and fouling. It's a great drive by WA. No one shooting out to lock him down. He got very close to the tray then before he had to flick onto the possession. But Queensland clearing it left, it looks like. I can maybe see a ref's hand above the water that might be playing advantage. Looks like Simon is pulling a penalty goal or headshot. I can see a fist pump happening underwater. We will wait and see. It appears a lot like we're getting a penalty shot. How exciting. So if anyone that doesn't know, in our penalty shot, there'll be two forwards from the WA team taking this. It's because someone fouled and it was an almost certain goal. And we've got a back that will go down to defend it. The back can't take their hand off the wall until the puck is touched by the other players. So you'll see they'll wait. WA going in, likely doing a big flick. Oh, knocked down originally by the Queensland defender. Oh, but then cycled back and put in by the other WA player. It's a good attempt at a defence by Queensland. It appears like it has been awarded a goal, so we will be now 2 to WA and 1 to Queensland. WA lead this grand final of the Under-19 Opens. I may stand corrected, that might have been a no goal.
They're still standing on 1-1. We'll get a team timeout for Tassie.
I will get back to you guys. I have some people filtering in saying that maybe that penalty goal was disallowed. We're holding 1-1 at the start of the game. I apologise, all that excitement. We are locked in 1-1. Amazing work by what I imagine was Rocco, looks like, defending that 2-on-1. So let's see if that changes any of this momentum of the game. It's a great drive up the right-hand side by Queensland. Getting some support there. WA fighting hard though and got control again. Number 8 doing donuts, amazingly holding possession. Nice work, captain. Queensland getting down there a little bit too late to message that, but picking up on the wall. Hello, Simon, working hard to ref. Oh, we've got a drop. We've got a goal in the tray, but we also have a loose fin hanging out down there from a Queensland player that looks like Finn. Pick your fin up, Finn. Very nice goal by Queensland after that drive off the wall to peel it off and put it in, even with only 5 players. Finn only needs 1 fin. So that takes it now to 2-1, Queensland up. I wonder if we'll see a momentum shift or if WA are going to hit back hard. And Queensland have turned it around and are driving straight back up the pack into WA defence, but we've had a call. A WA free puck on the far right side away from the sub benches. But it looks like there's been turnaround. WA have kept possession. But we've got heads popping up, which tells me that we've got another free puck. And moving forward, so this looks like a Queensland free puck, a foul against WA, being pushed back into their defence. All right, Queensland taking their free puck. Their forward line is down. They've got 3 forwards up the front. Very well shut down by WA, though, and halted. Not much advantage gained there. It appears like we may have hit half time. Yep, we are crossing. So we're finishing it with 2-1. Queensland leading 2, WA 1 and half time in the Under-19 Opens Grand Final. Apologies, I got very excited then. It was just great to see Tassie putting a 19 women's in and getting some great development against that WA side that I watched earlier today. Hey guys, I'll quickly run through the teams. I was waiting for it to start. So our Queensland Under-19 Opens, we've got Alana Mees as vice-captain, Andrew Barker, Angus Smith, Christoph Kruger, Eli Carroll, Finn Patton, Jake Johnson-Welsh, Jessica Barker, Mickey Prothero, Reese Patton, Rocco Thomason, our captain, and Sam Ryder, also named as our VC. And then in WA, before we quickly kick off, the WA Opens have Nellie Lee leading as captain, Meg Barling, Georgia Horsfall, Jess Babbage, Curtis Martin, Kaya Digney, Ty Sloan, Ashley McKenzie, Kai Cranfield, my apologies, Robbie Rose, Amelia Bailey, and Emma Rowan, all competing for that grand final title today. Players that have recently all played together in the Junior Worlds have great friendships, but equally as good rivalries. And we have kicked off, and it is a full start to the second half of this grand final. I saw 6 down either side looking to spill that puck. Queensland taking for a switch to the far side. Very aware that we don't have a camera over there. A little bit camera shy. Free puck. I was wondering why people were floating then for a second and not following the puck, but it looks like we have had a foul. And free puck taken by WA. Big drive. Looks like we're going up the middle. Oh, well spoiled by Queensland getting onto that back that are driving through the wall. And then nicely hit by, is that Sammy Ryder taking the speed up the left wall. Sammy really likes the cameras. I'm not sure why he's not looking to go
Ireland,
right up the side of the cameras.
Arthur Francis, Sam Tracy.
This drive going on, but broken down by WA, but spoiled again by Queensland. I think I might lose my voice. Big flick by Queensland, WA, but not backing it up. We need those numbers on the bottom by both of these teams to finish these drives off. Maybe look to take it that bit wider. Nice work, Queensland. Looking for the space. A lot of pressure here on that tray. Mickey trying to turn around and get it backwards. Not able to, but it's spilling. Can we bring it back from Queensland into the middle of that tray? No, greatly defended by WA female back. Awesome, but it looks like we have had a foul called by the referees, and it looks like it will be against WA on the goal tray. So Queensland in a great spot here to try and score. WA will be pushed back onto their tray to attempt to defend. So I imagine everyone will want to take this fast. People down early, fast thrown onto the tray, and that looks like it has settled straight in. One flick, second flick, in the bin. Goal to Queensland. So we are now now up to 3-1 in Queensland's favour in this grand final today. But we have a team timeout called by WA. Really good to note that a lot of the chicks that are playing or our women's in these teams have just played some of them have just played in the under-19 women's final. So WA had a few ladies in there that played an immensely great grand final with beautiful hockey and took away with gold. So some of those ladies are backing it up and playing a second final today, and maybe even then transferring across and playing a women's game this afternoon. So got to love those junior legs. They just keep kicking. I know us women are very happy to have them. Beautiful scenes from Simon here. All right, so we're restarted now. It looks like Queensland have actually won that strike and elected to take it up the right-hand wall. Being very camera shy for us today. Maybe that's trying to hide that fouling that they've been pulled up for recently. Breaking through, though, Queensland make a little bit more ground right up the side of the pool. But equally, WA fighting back and putting that run on. There's a lot of melee happening in this game between two teams that really want that gold medal. Shutting down breakaways. Another break by Queensland, attempting go. Do they have the numbers there? No, it looks like WA do a great job of pushing it wide, but I can see a left wing trying to put on. And it looks like we may have a call by the referee. So I wonder with that drive whether or not it'll be pulled against WA. But I may be mistaken. Looks like Queensland are moving back. Against Queensland, WA have the advantage. On the right hand side here, we can't see it great, guys, due to the camera. I'm sure our under-19s are working very hard to try and make small amounts of ground at the moment. Queensland putting a lot of drive on that goal tray and come through with the numbers. So that was Queensland goal. Maybe that was Alana. I'm going to give that one to Alana. Has been having a cracker game, also been playing under-19 women's. Gosh, these women are working hard to hold up these boys. That will make the score 4-1 in Queensland's favour. And restart. So 4-1, Queensland up. But WA giving them a hell of a fight. And look at that strike. WA off with a really hard strike, breaking straight down that middle, putting the pressure on immediately to Queensland. And that looks like it is driven straight to the bin. What a great response by WA to smash that in after Queensland's goal. That makes it 2-4, anyone's game. Amazing work by WA. Queensland just really not ready for that drive down the middle. Really hard to defend. All right, we're off. Let's see if there's a response back from Queensland. If that angered Queensland, win that strike and are going straight up the middle again. Looks like we've got a few hurt egos looking to respond after that. And we've got a free puck being called. Looks like this has been pulled up against Queensland. Maybe went a little bit too hot and heavy in that strike reply. Very conservative. WA pulling it to the wing, looking to draw Queensland out of that middle zone. Mickey doing some fancy skills there, knocking that puck down and helping drive. But he needs his support back down. He's getting pushed off the bottom. Nice. I can see Rocco driving in as fullback, looking to take it. Nice work, Rocco. Look at that flick. Insane. The kid from Cooktown. It looks like we're sitting on that bin and we're coming through some big flicks on that tray. I wonder if that was originally in the bin or if that was an illegal knockdown. Looks like we've got 2 signals up. Handguns from the ref. Good reply by Queensland. We are 5-2 now after that response by Queensland. 8 minutes, 16 seconds remaining, still anyone's game. We can see WA have replied, getting goals in 20 seconds, so whoever wants this the most will win this game. Free for black here right now. We just can't see anything happening over the far side. It's like swimming in champagne. Super bubbly. The skill. Looks like WA have used that free to gain some advantage down the left-hand side, but Queensland reply with a breakaway. But have we got the numbers there to support the drive? Pushing further, so Queensland have made a really successful drive following that, and we are sitting near the bin. A big punch under by WA, but still picked up by Queensland holding possession. That was a very nice goal or response by Queensland. It's that killer when you're tied back and you shovel it under a player driving at you. Oh, incorrect. There is a free puck. Maybe my Queensland roots are starting to be a little bit too biased for this. Very well defended then by WA. Maybe very lucky that got pulled up. Big flick to the left, but the back not quite there to pick it up. We need to see a little bit more swimming from these teams. Yes, beautiful. Getting that round and wide. Really nice open play being made by the Queensland fullback, using the space in the court. WA put a lot of pressure in to then turn that around, but it looks like we've got a free puck pulled up. Oh no, we're just being meleeed on the wall. There's a lot of clearance here, but we've got a lot of single hockey happening. I think maybe we've got some people that are a bit tired or taking their foot off the pedal. We've got way too much time in this final for there not to be 6 people playing this game. Free Queensland now. Free against Queensland. It appears like a Queensland has just been kicked out. We're unsure because we can't see the ref's call from where we're sitting at the other end of the pool. But it might be that Queensland are now playing with 5. Queensland still going. Up that middle, probably a smarter choice now that we've only got 5. Try and maintain 5 around that puck. Still doing some really nice drives considering they've got 5. Can always sometimes be that advantage that when you know that you're down, you work that little bit harder because you don't have that extra player to rely on. Still good driving by Queensland, but WA doing a really good job to sweep this off to the right and get it out of their immediate defence. I can see a lot of people resting and subbing, so I'm imagining that there is a foul. Looks like WA might be getting pushed back. Yes, absolutely. That's a Queensland foul, and we do not have very fast setups. Down a bit late there by everyone, and I can't see the Queensland forwards pushing in onto that tray. I would say that that was not the strongest free puck, but can we make up for it? And we are 6 back in the water for Queensland, so it must have been a short kick out for Mickey of 1 to 2 minutes. There's a lot of pressure around this tray, but I can't see the numbers down from Queensland, and it was well cleared by WA at the left-hand side. Oh, and the camera's back on for us. WA replying with a great drive. Looking really deadly when they start transferring that into the middle channel from the outside. But Queensland happily corralled them back to the wall. And it looks like it's turned around and we have put it safely on the other side of the wall at about midway in the court. Just a lot of fighting on the right-hand wall at the moment. No one really gaining any ground. Small movements made up that wall by Queensland. We're now pushing up into that corner, so we'll be looking for a transfer into the middle or a 45 drive to the tray here to keep it out of that corner. But WA doing a really good job to corral that back into the corner and keep it in a safe zone for defence. Queensland are going to want to try and pull that off the wall and bring it back around to the front of the tray, or looking for that 45 drive. I think sometimes when you get it in the corner, if everyone's tired, it tends to stay there a little bit longer than we want it to. We all wait for someone else to bring it out. So guys, still confirming the score for this current game. Queensland on 5, WA on 2. Thanks for the comments, guys, just to clarify. So Queensland 5, WA 2, the Under-19s Open Grand Final currently. Free for Queensland, right onto their attacking tray, WA defending. Looks like we're pushed back. New subs, fresh legs coming in for WA. And we've got a ref timeout called for Queensland. We're looking to suck that in and make the most of this free when we come back. Seconds left in this team timeout, and then we will get a up-to-date countdown clock, but we believe there's about 2 to 3 minutes to go. Some teams are setting up early, ready to take this. Queensland will want to take this as early as possible and take the biggest advantage. All right, looks like we've started again. Minute 40 to go for our Queensland v WA Grand Final. WA doing a great job to work hard and flat defending this. Queensland putting a lot of pressure on that corner of the tray. Looks like a feeding fish frenzy. But are we going to get We've got people coming up. We're waiting just to see those refs. Looks like it might be a free puck. Yep. Yep. Finger guns have been kept in their halters. WA very well defended. Time is counting down. In the last 2 minutes, I believe that the clock does stop.
And it's been brought back. Victoria did a great job of equalising after these. Tasmania scored the first goal in third.
Queensland have turned around that free puck from WA and are driving deadly into the middle. I wonder if that's come straight into the tray. Was that Queensland's response to the WA free puck? It looks like potentially we have another free puck, so no goal. WA doing great to defend still in this last minute and a half. Queensland losing a few opportunities to score there. Finally coming over just to give us a little taste for the last minute of what underwater hockey looks like, and we have a camera on them. Oh, and a turnaround very fast by Queensland, putting pressure straight onto that tray. WA clean it straight across the front of the tray though. And I think we have seen a call prior to that goal. And I think that might have been a goal. Absolutely. So that is a finishing goal for Queensland. We now sit at Queensland 6, WA 2 with 45 seconds to go in this final. And we are restarting, and this will be the last strike, I imagine, of the game. Queensland hitting it hard. We'll see what we're going to see in the last 20 seconds of this game. Is Queensland going for another push up the right-hand side at the moment. WA turning it around, though, and having a break down that wall. They will not give it to Queensland easily. We have time called for this grand final of Queensland Open A against under-19s against the WA Open A under-19s. And it looks like we have a winner, which is Queensland 6, WA 2. Queensland are the under-19 Open champions. That is their second, I want to say definitely the second year in a row, but it may be their fourth year winning in a row. What an unstoppable team who are nicely coming up into the adults and Opens. Well done by Queensland, well done by WA. It was a really hard fight. Great to see how far hockey has come since I was playing under-19s. The skill is epic. Thank you all. Apologies for my commentating.